Okay, so, because obviously I can use that and for everything, the T-shirts and the DVDs, I can...
Everything.
Okay.
The universe is not responding to who you are.
Yeah.
The universe is responding to who you think you are.
Ah.
The universe is responding to who you feel you are.
Yeah. Which
You
I
see.
should know that, yeah. So then, I guess what I want from you then is I want a little rating scale, whether you want to or not. I want to know, percentage-wise, how much of the time am I in the vortex? And yes, I want to ask.
It's irrelevant. The only time it's relevant is when there's something that you want here and now. In other words, you could be out of the vortex 90% and in it when you're on that pitcher's mound, and you'd be a happy camper.
So it's really just about understanding what I want.
It's irrelevant because we won't even, whether you want us to or not, we won't even acknowledge that being in the vortex more than out of it is really better in the whole scheme of things, because you put so much motion forward into the vortex when you're not in it.
Okay.
In other words, it's a self-judgment, it's a perspective.
Sure.
It's sort of like being really hungry and saying eating now is a good thing, and then not being really hungry and saying eating now is not a good thing, and then saying to someone, I want you to tell me whether eating is good or bad. We say it sort of depends on how long it's been since you've eaten.
Shades of gray.
And everything is perspective. Everything is perception. Everything is only about the relationship between you right now and what's in your vortex. Ever. Okay. You're doing extremely well. You understand this as well as anyone that we ever visit with. Your desire is stronger than anyone that we ever visit with. Your ability to bring yourself in alignment is strong. But you also, like so many people, you've got all this stuff that you remember that you keep active in your vibration that you keep wanting to work the bugs out of. And we say it's time to stop working the bugs out of things. Just go for what you want and expect the reinforcements of the universe to back you up.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. I think what happens is I hear previous recordings or new recordings, that kind of thing, and I think, sometimes I hear you say, hey, maybe you should be looking at that. What happened there? Maybe you should look at that. And sometimes it's, no, forget about that. Just get in the vortex.
Well, let us give you the most leading edge comment on that.
Okay.
Not, hey, maybe you should be looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if it's active, you won't have a choice. You're going to be looking at that. If it's active in your vibration, it's going to show up, and now you know what to do.
What to do is get off of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right. I know. I'm just making sure.
What you always do.
Yeah.
Well, we like the words that you spoke about it because you said it in a more succinct way than we have ever said it.
Thank you.
In other words, when you are stumped on something, when something is rearing its unpleasant head again, the faster you get less specific, the faster you get off of it, the less frequently it will do that. What makes it keep coming is the specifics you keep applying to it. That's what keeps it active.
Okay.
So when you say, oh no, I'm not talking about you anymore. I didn't feel good last time I talked about you. It didn't feel good the time before that I talked about you. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
I'm done with you.
Gotcha. Okay. There was like a little more, like, and I'm trying to think of what it was.
Must be gone.
No.
Now wait. Consider that. In other words, something was bothering me.
No, not bothering me.
Wait.
Sorry.
Something I wanted to clarify that was a little out of whack, and now I can't find it. And we say, that's a good thing.
But I got it.
Well, only because you insisted on finding it.
Well, I guess.
All right, we'll go there together.
Thank you. Well, you know why though? Because, like I said, I don't want to be dependent upon you, and I feel like a lot of.
Then stop raising your hand.
No, I love to talk to you. No, I'm not going to stop raising my hand. I love to talk to you, and I'm going to talk to you as many times as I want to come in here, and you're going to put me in the chair because I love you so much. But the situation is...
It's not hard to figure out why we put him in the chair, is it?
But the situation is, I sometimes love to hear you affirm the way I'm going because physically it makes me feel better.
That's why we refused to do it just now.
Ooh, because you want me to affirm myself. Well, I'm going to affirm myself. When I started listening to the meditation CD, November 17th, I've done it every day since. And it seems to me, every day since, the bigger things are less and less. And I can go to, I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to let that go. Nothing matters. I don't care.
And so
it's
the
not
way
important.
you feel is really your indication,
Yeah.
and we will confirm that you are more in the vortex than you have ever been, and there is more in the vortex time coming.
That's what I was looking for.
But we will never say to you that you will be free of contrast, nor that you would want to be.
Nor would I want to
And
be.
we want to anoint you. Aware of where you are vibrationally and dealing with it in a highly productive manner. And it is our proclamation that you shall live happily ever after.
Thank you very much.
Let things settle down just a little. There you are. Stand if you think it's you. Stand up if you... No. Yes.